Suchir Balaji's story was supposed to be one of triumph. A young boy genius working at OpenAI, trying to shape the future of artificial intelligence. Yet, his life ended in tragedy. Dead at the age of 26 in his San Francisco apartment. The police said it was suicide, but Balaji's parents disagree. They say he was killed. After all, Suchir Balaji was the whistleblower who exposed OpenAI. So what exactly happened here? Was this suicide or murder? And why is Elon Musk asking for an FBI investigation?
This is a very, very interesting story to me, honestly. OpenAI whistleblower Suchir Balaji's mother is speaking out everywhere on the news and making headlines. She says that it was not suicide, it was probably murder, and Elon Musk is right behind her. He said on her social media, "This doesn't seem like a suicide." Let's hear exactly her testimony right there.
When we went to the apartment, we found that the bedroom was ransacked. And we also found there was a sign of fight in the bathroom. And when we fed the picture to ChatGPT, we figured out that the splatter of blood is not like what it's supposed to be as per the cause of death. And we also found separate plots of blood in the bathroom, indicating he may have been hit separately, other than the cause of death. And more than anything else, there was no suicide note left. In the times where they make a determination it's suicide, they take so many factors into account. The major factor is, was the person depressed? They didn't even ask us. And even today morning, when I was speaking to the attorney, he said, we checked all the CCTV. No one came in, no one went out. So we made a decision of suicide. I kept telling my attorney, there are 3 entrances to the building, one through the garage, one through the back door. Those 2 don't have CCTV cameras. How do you make this determination? But the police...
This is very, very, very strange to me. Honestly, people have been saying that he was a whistleblower for OpenAI, that he was accusing OpenAI and ChatGPT of violating copyright laws. Let's hear it.
A former OpenAI researcher known for whistleblowing the company has now been found dead in his San Francisco apartment. The Mercury News reports police found the body of 26-year-old Suchir Balaji on November 26 after being called to do a well-being check. The medical examiner says he died by suicide and there are no signs of foul play. His death comes 3 months after publicly accusing OpenAI of violating U.S. copyright law while developing ChatGPT. His information was expected to play a key part in lawsuits against the company. OpenAI has said all of its work is legal under fair use laws.
What do you think? Do you think it was suicide? Or do you also believe that OpenAI may have been behind his death and probably hired someone to take his life? That's totally possible. Let's hear about Suchir Balaji's life a little bit more.
Let's start with Suchir Balaji's story. He was born in 1998 to tech-savvy parents in California. His parents knew that he was different, but soon it became clear that he was a prodigy. He started coding when he was just 11 years old. By age 13, he built his first computer. At 17, he was recruited by Quora. And so his meteoric rise continued. Balaji landed at UC Berkeley. There he won accolades for his groundbreaking algorithms. In 2018, he joined OpenAI as an intern. The company was a non-profit at that time, and its goal was quite clear: to ensure that AI benefits humanity. That's what OpenAI was about. And Balaji believed in that dream. He spent the next 4 years working towards it. But things changed in 2022. That's when ChatGPT was launched. It became extremely popular. OpenAI shifted towards profit. And Balaji's ideals clashed with the company's future path. There were multiple ethical questions, especially on how AI is trained. Balaji began to see the cracks. He believed that AI was harming humanity. So in August 2024, he left OpenAI, but the idea kept haunting him. And in October, he went public. In an interview to the New York Times, Balaji spoke out. He talked about OpenAI's information gathering practices, about how the company violated copyright laws. He said ChatGPT was damaging the internet. And with this, Suchir Balaji became the OpenAI whistleblower. He then went about his business. OpenAI kept working on new models. Balaji turned to new projects. He was planning a non-profit for medical AI. So everything seemed fine, basically, after that interview.
This is very, very, very scary to me. These big companies, these big corporations with millions of dollars will stop at nothing to protect their own businesses, also probably taking the life of innocent people. He probably would have won in the case and was detaining a lot of information. Being a former employee on OpenAI, he was probably right about this, that OpenAI is using the information that he finds on the internet, gathering the information and making it their own without any respect for copyright laws, basically. And OpenAI didn't want to hear anything about this. So they probably hired someone to make it, to silence him, definitely. It's very sad to see, honestly. And Elon Musk believes the same as well. Elon Musk is suing OpenAI at the moment, because OpenAI was not basically decided to go for profit and getting bought by Microsoft and gathering a ton of money for profit, and not was basically deviated from his own initial missions.
Entered the apartment and they found his body there. The police later said that Balaji had died by suicide, but his parents were not convinced. So they arranged for a private autopsy, and the results were atypical. So they began to suspect foul play. Balaji's parents say that his apartment was ransacked, that there were signs of struggle. His mother has posted about it on X. And let me quote from what she said. "It's a cold-blooded murder declared by authorities as suicide. Lobbying in SF City does not stop us from getting justices. We demand FBI investigation."
Yeah, the sad thing is I'm not sure if the FBI investigation would found anything, honestly, because there's also many lobby and corruption under the FBI as well. So I'm not just sure if that's gonna help with anything. It's very sad to see that the average person has no right basically of defending himself, honestly. And as soon as you go against corporate interests, you are basically in danger, and it's very sad to see. I'm not sure how this is gonna end up, but it is very scary, and we will report it right there on the channel. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and click right there to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye bye.